Good evening, everybody, and I am surrounded by lights. Yeah, there's one behind me, too. Anyway, I am having fun playing in makeup tonight, and I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. For starters, I have one last assignment to do before I'm actually finished with this makeup artist class. And so I'm doing the first part of it for you all to see. And I started out by using, I'm not a technical person, but this is Dior's, Christian Dior Forever Glow Veil, which is basically a primer, and it's a little bit lighter than a primer, which is nice because if you're over the age of 40, or let's say you just tanned too much or whatever, it's just, it's very flattering. So anyway, that's all I've done, and I'm going to actually just dive in, and y'all might think you're crazy, but I'm not. Well, Dior just came out with several new products right at the same time. And they're all these luminizers and glow and forever glow. And so they all have a kind of a luminescence to them, which I always thought that I had, but I just had oily skin. Now I don't anymore. It's dry. So I'm appreciating this new line that they came out with. So I'm starting out with Star Glow Filter by Dior, and I'm using number 4, which when you first see me put it on, you'll think that's way too dark for her. Well, and if you excuse me, I'm looking at 2 different mirrors, but it's not meant to be really a foundation. It's actually a multi-use product, so it can be a highlighter, it can be something you use under your foundation or over it or mixed with that. But I've played with it enough and with several of the colors that I know what it does the best for me as, and that's just using it as a foundation. So that's what I'm doing. I'm almost finished, and I think that's really shiny, Cindy. I don't know. Well, watch it. It's highlighted. The whole thing about cosmetics that I've always been attracted to is the artistry of it, because as someone that likes to paint and tear up things and make new things out of them, and just experiment and have a canvas to work on, that's what cosmetics are, and I've always enjoyed it. I don't remember a time when I didn't. I mean, from childhood. So, this is really one of my favorite things to do. So, all I've done is put on that Star Filter, which is not even a foundation. This is not me bragging, saying, oh, I have such great skin. But no. I have older, mature skin. That's okay, because I'm very proud of my age. It's not that. But you just want to look the best that you can, I think. And you don't want a lot of heavy. I think the heavier the foundation, the older, the more it sinks into your creases, and just, it doesn't look as nice. So I have to hold my head down when I put this translucent powder on. So excuse me 1 minute. because I just do it really super fast. Like, I'm done. Okay. So it's not as dark and it's not nearly as dewy looking. However, that will come back and that's okay. That's good. Another, I'm really not doing a commercial for Dior. It just happens to be what I have, what I use. The same new line. They came out with these Forever Glow Maximizers, which are all supposed to be highlighters, basically. And there are, I think, 6 different colors. And I am using peachy because that's kind of one of my colors that I can do, if that makes sense. There are certain people, certain ones of us that weren't born with dark skin or dark hair. We have blonde hair and lighter skin that can be sort of tan. We're all different. My friend Nikki has a very similar coloring to me, as I do, I should say, and so I've gotten to do her makeup a couple of times, and she's been so sweet to let me do it. I'm putting on another Dior Glow Maximizer, by the way, as a contour this time. But anyway, she's been so sweet and patient and kind to let me do that. But it's easy to do on her because it's like doing it to myself, because we are both kind of have a natural redness to our skin. So we don't wear pinks on our skin. It doesn't look good. Which not flattering. So, and then same day, the other day, we were messing around with it, and her daughter Bailey was there and also kind enough to let me do her makeup. And she is brown-eyed and fair-skinned, but brown hair, a really totally different colorway. And I had so much fun doing her makeup because it was a different adventure, so to speak. So what I have just done for y'all is just show you what this Forever Glow Maximizer in Peachy looks like. And I used it as more of a blush than a highlighter because it's very pigmented. I don't think it would work for me as a highlighter, but I love it as a blush, and it's liquid, which is wonderful because it's easy to blend, and I highly recommend it for anyone my age, which I'm 52 or I don't know, 51. One of those two, or maybe less. I don't know, but I know I'm over 50. Anyway, and then also there's a bronze that I used for the contour. They do also a light, like pearlescent for a highlighter. It's not my favorite. I've gotten pretty picky. Charlotte Tilbury's is not my favorite. Chanel's is not my favorite. My favorite is e.l.f., which is $9. It's the best. It doesn't just land on your face and stain it. It actually lets you blend it in, which these other colors can do, of Dior's do very well. So, that was a little sample. I am now going to stop and let y'all sink it in my exciting Friday night. And I'll continue on for my makeup artistry instructors with the rest of the shebang. And I'll, y'all will see me very soon. I have tote suck days coming up. I've got to talk about bags that we're selling. So stay tuned. Love you all. Good night.